Imagine waking up every day trapped in a world that promises freedom, but tightly chains you to rules you never agreed to. Systems that grip you tighter with each passing second, and promises that never materialize. It's exhausting, right? Every founder, every investor, every leader watching this world has you running in circles, exhausting your energy, your hope, your very soul, while pretending it's all about progress. But what if the progress you chase is just another mirage, a loop designed to keep you small, to keep you safe, but never truly free? Think about those burning ideas stuck in your mind, ideas that refuse to fit into the neat boxes the world hands you, stifled because the infrastructure, the system, the so-called order was never made for the exceptional. It was made for the obedient. It's crushing, it's suffocating, and yet there is this wild, raw energy inside you, screaming to break loose, to disrupt, to rewrite the game. Now here's the brutal truth. The global financial order, the same order that dangles opportunity in front of you, sees you as a risk. Your innovation, your ambition, your burning refusal to settle, they shake that order to its core. Crowdfunding, this magnificent and unruly beast, has emerged from that very fire of rebellion, and suddenly, it's not just a new way to raise money. It's a revolution pushing on the edges of the world's most rigid, most outdated systems. To the old guards, crowdfunding is chaos. To the visionaries, it's liberation. It tears down walls, bypasses gatekeepers, and hands the power back to you, the founder who's tired of waiting, the investor who's craving meaning beyond spreadsheets, the leader who refuses to bow to outdated hierarchies. Feel that tension? That growing pulse that refuses to be ignored? That's not coincidence. It's the trembling of a global system sensing a thunderstorm coming, a storm named crowdfunding. It disrupts the traditional financial world by decentralizing power, shattering monopolies, and rewriting the rules that have kept the many in line and the few running the show. No longer must you grovel before endless layers of bureaucracy. No longer are you shackled to predictable, slow-moving institutions that treat you as just another cog, another number, another liability. Crowdfunding throws open the gates, inviting the bold, the rare, the misaligned brilliance to find each other, to unite, and to build something that does not conform. It transcends. There's a fierce danger here for the old order, because crowdfunding is not just an alternative. It's a challenge to the very idea of control. It's a radical refusal to play by the rules that were never designed with you in mind. It's about sovereignty, and it's about reclaiming a kind of freedom that runs deeper than empty slogans and hollow promises. When a founder turns directly to a community, when an investor bets on the edge instead of the center, when leaders rally around shared purpose instead of corporate profit, this is power unlike any the old world can grasp. This is the power of being sovereign over your destiny. But the old world fights back. Regulations, gatekeepers, financial titans, they all scramble to label crowdfunding as unstable, risky, even dangerous. They cry alarm about fraud, about bubbles, about misinformation, but deep down, it scares them that the power is finally slipping through their fingers. Because crowdfunding does what no bank or venture capital firm dares. It lets you lead, it lets you choose, it lets you build outside the prisons of conformity. It lets you create your own ecosystem where value isn't dictated by Wall Street or government desks, but by real people who see your vision and want to be part of something transformative. However, this isn't a fairy tale. Crowdfunding can't just be thrown into the fire and expected to solve everything. It demands vigilance, fierce critical thinking, and the courage to challenge not only the old systems, but also your own assumptions. It demands you become ruthless in your freedom, to question what you've been told, to seek out the few who burn like you do, and to build alliances that ignite real change. It demands patience because true disruption isn't a sprint. It's a long game of endurance, of wisdom, of ruthless transformation. Crowdfunding is a tool, but the real revolution lies in what you build with it, the networks, the philosophies, the unbreakable bonds between those who refuse to settle for a borrowed life. The world's greatest lie is that freedom is handed down like a gift. It's not. Crowdfunding shows that freedom is fought for, claimed, and embodied by those who refuse to accept the false comfort of the cage. True freedom is messy, complicated, often lonely. The world wasn't built for disruptors. It was built to process, optimize, and control. But crowdfunding is the crack in the wall, the whisper of rebellion turning to roar. It's the underground railroad of the financial world, carrying the sparks of the rare, the unheard, the exceptional toward a future where they no longer hide. You watching this right now carry that power and that burden. Your ideas, your money, your leadership might just be the link that turns isolated brilliance into unstoppable force. Crowdfunding is not just about raising capital. It's about raising the level of what's possible. Imagine a network, not of conformity, but of fierce individuality, where every connection is a spark, every investment a claim on the future, every campaign a piece of the tearing down of old illusions. It's raw, it's brutal, and it's beautiful. But beware the temptation to wait for others to lead. The system has no place for the rare. It never has. It rewards compliance and punishes dissent. So if you feel that restless fire inside, the one that will not be tamed, that pull to question everything and build new realities, then you already know your role in this story. You can't wait for approval. You can't wait for the system to loosen its grip. You have to seize your sovereignty now. Connect with those few who burn as fiercely as you do. Build that autonomous network where each voice amplifies the others, where the rare become the norm and the misunderstood become the architects of tomorrow. Crowdfunding is the beginning of something bigger, something deeper. It's the breaking of chains that never fit you in the first place. The global financial order might shake and scream, but it can't stop what's coming. This isn't about simply disrupting markets. It's about unleashing real power. The power of liberated individuals tethered not to nations or currencies, but to mission and vision. To create what comes next, you must first shed what's come before. You must unlearn the rules of the game and rewrite them with your own hands. This is a call not to the comfortable or compliant, but to the bold, the restless, the relentless. To the founders who burn not for funding, but for freedom. To the investors who see beyond profit and seek meaning. To leaders who refuse to bow to a system that rewards mediocrity and punishes greatness. Crowdfunding has handed you the key. It's on you to open the door or keep hiding behind old locks. Remember, true slavery smiles, comforts, and promises freedom while burying your fire under convenience and conformity. Crowdfunding is your rebellion, your chance to find the links that turn misaligned brilliance into power, to connect the misunderstood and craft something no institution can stop, to create not easier paths, but your own paths. Paths that honor difference, that thrive on contrast, that ignite a collective becoming unlike anything this tired world has seen. So burning founders, fierce investors, visionary leaders, this is your moment. To not just question, but to transform. To not just build, but to liberate. The world you want is not on its way. It waits for you to take it. Crowdfunding is more than money. It is the spark, the signal, the fire that will shake the global financial order until it crumbles, so new worlds can rise from the ash. Stay restless. Stay fierce. Do not bend, because the future belongs to those who refuse to live a borrowed life.